Okay, welcome everybody to another Samwise League. This is the list that got the most winningest list, which winningest is apparently the correct the winningest list from the Pro Tour, the most winning Samwise list, I should say. God, that was a bit of a mouthful. But this was by Tsao, who went 7-3 in Pro Tour, whatever the one this last weekend was. So yeah, we'll just have a quick look at the deck list because it's got a few new cards in. It's got the your basic core that you always have with Samwise. So you've got all the Samwises, obviously, Cauldron Familiars, a 2/2 split of Viscera Carrion Feeder, which is fine. All the Gilded Gooses, Safekeeper, Might, all that good stuff. Chords. And then we are running the Yawgmoth, which I'm a big fan of. We've got the Marionette Apprentices, which are like another just value piece because we don't have the thing that makes them go infinite. We haven't got the whole Marionette package, but it's just you get 2 bodies for cord, and it's a way to drain your opponent out without the full combo. And then some one-of cord targets, Endurance Grist. We are running a Sephiroth, which is a sack and draw outlet, which is a good mid-range card. And now we've got 3 cards from Spider-Man. This is from Through the Omen Paths. That I think it's because WotC didn't get the rights to use the artwork for Spider-Man Online. So in paper these would be, I think this is Silk, maybe this is called. I'll put the deck list below. We've got Silk and Arachne. So let's have a look at what these do. So this one is a 3 mana 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, you choose. It's as it enters, so they can't respond to when it enters. You look at an opponent's hand and then you choose a card type other than creature. And it costs 1 more, so good against things like Storm. Can just it gets you to see your opponent's hand as well, so you can have a look what's going on, see if it's safe to go for it. It's also only 1 mana, so you can cast it for Web, which is you can cast it for 1 white if you also return a tapped creature you control. So yeah, pretty good way of just seeing if the coast is clear for the combo there. Then we've got a Lenny. So this is, you can web it for 3 mana, and it's whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 1/1 human, and then you can give everything +2/+2 on vigilance for 5 mana. So kind of grindy card, 3/5. So yeah, sideboard is mostly as we'd expect, with the exception of Elish Norn. I think probably a nod to the fact that there was going to be a lot of blink at the Pro Tour. But excited to play this. Hope everyone's doing very well wherever you're watching from. Thanks for tuning in. Gonna playing quite a bit of Modern. Going to be playing mostly the decks that I envisage potentially playing at Spotlight Liverpool. So playing Standard and Modern. Standard pretty set. I'm going to play Blue-Red without VV, but just see how it goes really. The Modern qualifiers there, I'm going to be playing, I think I'm probably going to be playing Brood Scale, but this is also a contender. Take this opportunity to shout out my Manatraders partnership. So if you are interested in Modo, I do highly recommend Manatraders, and you can find a affiliate link and code in the description below. Good for 40% back on your 3rd month of subscription. So thanks to everyone that has used the code already. And if you are interested in starting up with Manatraders, please do consider using it. I obviously do get a bit of a kickback, but mutually beneficial. Right, we see 1 land and a halfling. We have half of the combo. I shouldn't keep this. I'm going to try it. But we've got 2 looks and potentially just halfling. Okay, no such luck yet. So let's go. I think it's just Temple Garden, halfling. Next turn, I mean, if they kill our halfling, it's a bit awkward. We really, really want to land. Overlord. They find a Solitude. I wonder if they'll Solitude our halfling here. I suppose this is cool because we can go add white with this, and then in web, oh, we don't find a land, and then play it again. That's quite cool. Or we could go Birthing Ritual. I think I'm just going to go, yeah, use our mana. Okay, so we don't really want to name creature, so just going to name sorcery here. I suppose we could have named creature so they couldn't have flicker wisped. I suppose we could have also Haywire Mighted the Overlord, might have been better. Really getting punished for my one land keep. They did need to find an untapped land though. Okay, they have another Flicker Wisp and they have a Solitude. We're just going to get rid of the halfling knowing that we're short on mana. Okay, we find a land. So we know the contents of their hand. I think with this hand I'm just going to go Birthing Ritual. Birthing Ritual with these cards is also really good because this can go and get a 4-drop. I'm just going to get Endurance here. Could get the 4-drop, but they'll just Solitude it. Could get Sephiroth, but I'm just going to get Endurance to stop them continually Solituding. Going to get Thought Seized here. The next turn, hopefully, we can just start going off with Birthing Ritual. I'd imagine the opponent will take one of our 1-drops. Yeah, probably shouldn't have kept the 1-lander. Yeah, they take the Haywire Might. Makes sense. Okay, attack for 5. They get Bowmaster's Enchanter is annoying. They take Aven Interrupter. No blocks. Oh, they have Interrupter available. I'm going to play the Carrion Feeder, see if they want to interrupt this. I'd imagine they do, yeah. But next time we can win the game, potentially. Find Cauldron Familiar. Or we could find Goose. Trouble is we're going to have to block. So if we go Goose, or go Seer, because this is 5, 10, and they do have the Overlord, which is able to hit for some damage as well. think I am going to sack, and then we'll bring in the familiar. Maybe I should have just left the endurance, because I could have gone block. Yeah, I could have gone block. I suppose they can also Emperor now, exile endurance, and they've got an endurance ready to go. This just keeps us alive. If we draw a land, we can go Samwise, fetch Dryad Arbor. Yeah, Samwise, fetch Dryad Arbor. Hope to hit Seer. They could go. Oh, they didn't return Witch Enchanter. What did they return? Oh yeah, even Interrupter. So they don't. Yeah, don't have access to that. Okay, there's the Emperor. Oh, so if they go the 3-drop, we are still alive. Because it's gained us a life. Okay, they find endurance. Are they going to hit? No, okay, so yeah, they're just putting us on ice here. I guess Bowmasters is annoying as well. I have to block here. Otherwise they just Bowmaster us down. Okay, so we know they have Bowmasters in hand. Okay, we do find a land. So we can go Samwise. Land. We could play the cat, make a food. Or we can go and get Dryad Arbor. Trouble with Dryad Arbor. But if they want to play Bowmasters, they can't Emperor of Bones. Go Dryad Arbor, but if they shoot it, we're pretty... Yeah, I think I have to go for Cauldron Familiar here. And then if we hit, that's what we're getting. Over into... Just going to make a food. So if we manage to hit Viscera Seer off this Cauldron Familiar, we are able to combo the opponent. Because we can bring this back. Okay, so we just pass a turn, go to end step. Obviously the opponent might have a push in addition to the... If we hit it here, I think we... Well, there's Seer. So sack this. Seer. Yeah, so that's going to win the game for us. Because we have this extra food. So then we go familiar. Oh, they can Bowmaster, but then we can just go off in response again. Yeah, so I mean, assuming they don't have something like Fatal Push, but again, we can just go off again. So we do find the line there. Birthing Ritual is a very powerful effect. I like that you can Delighted Halfling the Yera in and then play it with the Halfling mana and then play the Halfling again. I really like that. That's cool. That's a cool interaction. Okay, so opponent does go for it. Always yield. Always yield. Yeah, so we do get there game one, despite being well against the wall, managed to dig ourselves out. Ellis Norn, that's what this matchup, that's for. Veil of Summer seems good. That's probably it. Endurance was good there, but I don't think it's that great. I don't think Haywire Might is good enough. Safekeeper's fine. I think we'll go down one Halfling. Go with that. The games go quite long. I think the chance of sort of turbo comboing are quite low. It's a 3/5 for 3 with those abilities. Quite good. And I do like this list because it's gone more into, you know, it has a backup plan. I'm going to keep this hand. It does represent the entire combo. And it's very good into Thoughtseize. Let's play out this. The cats make shocking and stuff a lot easier. Well, a lot easier on the life total. What's the opponent probably bringing in? I don't think they run things like Relic and Ketramos anymore, so... Okay, there's a Thoughtseize. Imagine it's just a Chord of Calling hitting the bin here. These lands are good as well. I don't see as much play anymore. Show my age, but I remember when Horizon Canopy was very expensive in paper. You know, we're talking, I think it was like, I don't know, it was definitely in the sort of mid-tens of pounds. Like maybe 40, 50 pounds. See, yeah, they do take a chord. A Surgical Extraction are Chord of Calling. Okay, well, it's a choice. I think it's fine here because it's a 2 for, like, it's not really a 2 for 1, but they do get the chord in our hand. So here we're just going to go land. Attack for 1. They did pay life for that, so I wonder if they value the Surveil. Yeah. So let's go Surveil. Definitely Graveyard land. Drain them for another 1. Do have to be aware of Bowmasters with these lands. Opponent misses a land drop. They are 11. Well, that's a good draw. Do I attack is the question into Bowmasters. I actually think I want to do this first, because then when creature dies, if they go Bowmasters, kill both of these. Yeah, I think I want to attack. Do this first. So let's go Peatland, Sephiroth. So yeah, I could have gotten it. I did miss a point of damage there. Oh, they're feeling, yeah, okay. That was stupid. Well, I guess it's fine. Like we still drain them for one, but we would have liked to attack, I guess. With this fetch land, we can do it with, if I'm Witch Enchanter, I assume, yeah. They do get to flicker this. Solitude as well. Oh, they put it on the stack the wrong way round. So we got the trigger. Yep, I've got Solitude back. Another familiar. Oh, there's a Yawgmoth. Yeah, I'll go land. I don't know if I'm... Oh, I can't actually go and get... I should have... what I was going to say is I can't go and get... what's it called? Dryad Arbor here. Because I need double black for Yawgmoth. I think I'm blocking. I'm playing Recruiter of the Guard. Okay, they get Recruiter. Oh, we're taking this hit. They are at 7 life, but they do have a Solitude. I think we have another Surveil land. I think the opponent's wondering whether to play out their Recruiter, but they have to bolt in via the Witch Enchanter land. Okay, well they have Bog at Bog as well. So you go to 4 here. There's Emperor of Bones. They did bolt that in, so they must have Ephemerate. Oh, I didn't fetch, that was dumb. So if I go Yawgmoth. Can just Besage you this. I think is probably better. Oh, but then they win with Overlord. I think I'm just going to concede. I don't think we can come back from this one. Like, we drew quite a few lands. I wonder if we want Thoughtseize. Probably not. Well, could consider things like Path, but it's fine. We kept a hand that was very, well, I don't know. It wasn't like overly weak to, it was actually quite good into Thoughtseize. But yeah, not great into Thoughtseize Surgical. Right, yep, beyond the play. And yes, this hand is very good. We actually have full combo, which is nice. Yawgmoth obviously serves as a sacrifice outlet. So go turn 1 cat, turn 2 ritual. We could also go just turn 1 tap land, turn 2 turn 2 cat. No, don't think we want to do that. Play the cat out. Played a bit loose that last game, like attacking into Ophelia was bad. Bowmasters is interesting. I'm not a huge fan of sacking this right now because of surgical extraction. I think I'm just going to Bowmasters now. Just gives us more sack fodder. Oh, I guess it turns off the ability for us to win the game next turn. I think, unless we, well, no, because we can go, if we draw something, we can go Sam. No, it doesn't, because we can go Ritual. But yeah, we really want additional things to sack. It's quite important. I think I say this every time I play Samwise, but having extra foods just kicking around is just very good. Okay, they put one on top. There's Solitude Ephemerate. Okay, so that's pretty rough. We do get the 1/1. Obviously, we don't want to expose. Keep up green in case. Find Cauldron Familiar. Could put Samwise into play. Oh no, we can't. We're definitely putting something in. I guess Viscera Seer, because then we can at least sacrifice it in response to the trigger. And Viscera Seer is the one that we don't mind too much getting surgical. Yeah, don't want that one. Too much mana. We really want to find like something that generates multiple creatures. Okay, Overlord, pretty good. Another Samwise. Got Ephemerate again, push. Okay, so we have to hope they don't have surgical. But we can come back from surgical, especially if we draw. Okay, so now we're going to need quite a lot of help. Okay, well the opponent doesn't have anything going on. There's no creatures for them to copy. If we can draw a 1-drop, Temple Garden. I mean, I'm going to use my mana here. This also blocks. Okay, we're not going to get any better than Yawgmoth. This also blocks fine. If they attack, do we block? That's the question. I think so. It's bad into exactly Fatal Push. Okay, so they haven't drawn Fatal Push. We don't block here because this can become a 4/4. Really want a creature. Like fetch land is fine. Chord is very good. Can we Birthing Ritual and Chord? Birthing Ritual 1, 2. No, we can't. So we just Chord for. Have we used our Bowmasters? We do. Okay, so we just Chord. Chord for 2. We have Marionette Apprentice. Oh, don't even interrupt. Ephemerate is so rough. Okay, so we could get a Safekeeper. I think it's just Apprentice. Yeah, because it generates 2 bodies. Just gonna have to try and grind out with the. Okay, so we're gonna put that into play. I think would we rather have this? No. Okay, let's sacrifice this. What am I gonna say? Could do creature. Could do instant. I think instant probably. Fatal Push. What are we afraid of? We're afraid of Overlord as well. I actually think creature's not bad. Like, no, we want to. I'm just gonna name instant. Tax is there. Ephemerate somewhat. I mean, this is probably just going to die anyway, so at least it makes them pay 1 for their Ephemerate. Yeah, that's fine. Just need them to not find anything too much. Quite a big ask here. Take 2. But if they haven't found anything huge, we can go Ritual and then start chaining up. That's a very good draw as well. Birthing Ritual. Cat. Hopefully they haven't drawn another Ephemerate. They've got 2 Ephemerates down. Okay, well, this is happening. So we've got a 1-drop. So we could go Carrion Feeder or we could go Apprentice. I think it's just Familiar into Apprentice because that makes more stuff. Make a Servo. Now we get another trigger. Could get another Familiar, which I think we do. Weirdly, Goose isn't too bad a hit here at some point. I wonder if I'm meant to double block Solitude. I don't think so. I go block, but given I've got these 2 Birthing Rituals, I don't think I want to do that. Not going to attack into Philia. Okay. We are still going off with Birthing Ritual, which can dig us out. Sephiroth. Okay, so that's good. So let's go sack the cat, get goose. Bring back the cat. And then I don't really want any of those instead of what we've got though. I suppose we sack the servo. Don't have too many 2-drops is the problem. If we can start making food with the goose. Okay, Thoughtseize. Good to hold the forest for that. Oh, they can flicker this though. It's bad. I probably have to double. Well, we can't even double block. Because, yeah, they just go this, flicker, solitude, exile one of these, and we can't double block. The exile there. Not sure why. So we just go block here. Because then the goose makes food every turn and we can just bring it back. Need to draw creatures. I mean, that kind of counts. Go and get the arbor here. Really need to find something. I mean, that's possibly the one we're going to sack. I kind of want to be able to double block though. I guess if they didn't, if they blinked this, they would have double blocked. Another goose. Familiar. Okay, well, we can sack the cat to bring back a goose. Because that makes a food that brings back the cat. Really need to find a 2-drop. Oh, there's nothing in that one. Not looking great here. They can't attack overly well now. Okay, so yeah, we have to double block. So let's go block here, block here. Then they can only kill one of our things. Weirdly, they kill the cat. I'd have thought they would want solitude the cat. Okay, they have Boggart Trawler. Makes sense. Veil of Summer, not the best. Guess we'll make a food. We hit a Seer. So I guess we turn Dryad Arbor into Viscera Seer. We might even be out of 2-drops. Gonna turn this one into that one. Although we're probably gonna have to double block anyway. Oh, they can do Philia. Yeah, we're probably just dead here. Halfling. So if they attack, we go block. Block here. Oh, they're going to put... This doesn't target, does it? Going to put the Marionette Apprentice... Yeah. Whenever another creature card you control, okay. Gain some life. And then I think I just want to, if I go here, 3, 7, 8, but then, yeah, we can't do that, unfortunately. Maybe just that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy to find a goose. Staying alive, just about. Make some food. Oh, I should have blocked and then made food, although I'm probably going to want to sacrifice one of these. Make another one. Okay. Overlord. Get Philia. So we go block, block, take 4. Block, block, take 6, but then we get to keep this around. Go to 3. Oh, I could have brought the cat back. Catacombs. I think we're probably just dead here. Just a bit light on 2 drops. I think we've been through our entire deck now. Okay, there's nothing to hit there. Okay, I don't think we can hit anymore. So, yeah. Oh, getting our Samwise surgical was rough. I don't know if we could have done anything different. But it was close, but yeah, I don't know. Could have done with some more 2 drops, but let's move on to round 2. Right, on the play here. Always what we like. Yeah, we got 2 parts of the combo. Yeah, it was fine. Not only this needs to go and probably get Godless Shrine. But yeah. I guess this is good in our deck because it's like a disruptive piece that lets you see what's going on in the opponent's hand. But also, all our creatures are really cheap, so I'm like playing a goose again just to get 1 extra mana. And yeah, with the rituals. Create a Gargadon, okay. could go grist. I think I just want to develop my board. So we can go add white, play loads of stuff. I do like this interaction. Probably should have played Samwise first. Well, this is pretty good because now I just name artifact. So that's pretty good. Let's go and grab a godless shrine. And no removal spells, but I think I'm just going to go goose feeder so we have more mana next turn. So this is a good example of this card being really good. Right, opponent plays Grafdigger's Cage, which is fine. They do find a Saga. See what we can draw here. We find a land, which is, yeah, it's fine. What do I want to play? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. So we can go Samwise into Apprentice, which I quite like. And then go Grist next turn. Land. Grab Overgrown Tomb. Play the Apprentice. This generates the food back for Goose. Let's get a servo. I wonder if I want to sacrifice the servo. I think so. Just try and shrink the clock a little bit. Opponent can make a construct here. Okay, found Tarn. Grafdigger's Cage, you must remember that stops Chord of Calling. Okay, Halfling. So now we go cast Halfling. Which makes a food. Is this an artifact? Does this count as... Yes, it does count food as well. So now we go sacrifice a food. So yeah, trigger this. So there's a lot of damage here. Grist plus. Go to combat. We've got a lot of damage here. Don't really want Samwise to die, so we can just attack here, here. If they block Samwise... Obviously Cage actually stops... Yeah, Cage stops Cat as well. What if we attack with everything? If they block, they've just got nothing going on. Yeah, I think I'm just getting fairly aggro here. See what they block. Opponent might be trying to do some maths here. The question is, do I sacrifice this to pump the carrion feeder? I don't think so. Okay, well, they block here, so I'm just going to sacrifice the insect. I wonder if we had them. I mean, we're just going by math is for blockers a little bit there, just letting our opponent do whatever. do the maths, and then we can go from there. So that's fine. So they take 5, we eat their construct. Is this whenever another? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they would have been dead. There's no way of sacking the food. Okay. So we can put the opponent to 1. Gargadon is interesting. I have seen this deck before. I can't remember. It's like a blue-red affinity, but with the Gargadon. Oh, you can sacrifice artifacts, so you can go suspend this on 1, play the emissary, and then play loads of artifacts, get loads of artifacts, sack them all to get this really early. Right, so yeah, that whatever this is called, Arachne, I think, in paper. Yeah, right, an Oski. It was just ridiculously good there. So on Collect Roof, Force of Vigor. What else? Could consider Thoughtseize. I don't think Push. What don't we like? We like Haywire Might. Bowmasters is Bowmaster's okay. Don't think it's going to be one for that. Gris is a little slow. Endurance, if they're on Emery, is fine, but I don't think we want it. I guess we do need 3s potentially for Birthing Ritual, but I think Abrupt Decay is good. Maybe we do want something like Path to Exile for Kappa Cannoneer or the big guy. Oh yeah, Abrupt Decay, given that they were on main deck Relic. Not Relic, Cage. That was really good. Yawgmoth. Safekeeper can probably be trimmed. It's just do I want to make room for a Path to Exile? Maybe Sephiroth's a bit slow. Let's just try this. See how it goes. Well, we've got a Force of Vigor, so I think I'm probably going to keep this. That Force of Vigor is just so potent. Lead on Viscera Seer. Well, still, the rest of our hand is okay. Okay, they suspend the Gargadon. Okay, so just go land Seer here. Going to, because they're likely to just want to go off this turn, go Emissary, Artifact, Artifact, Artifact. What we'd like is like Saga into that, and then we could obviously can't play the Goose yet. I wonder if the opponent's worried about us comboing them like this turn. Okay, that's obviously not the best draw. Is there anything that punishes us for attacking? Anything with Flash? I don't think so. Yeah, just not going to play out the Goose because we need a green card for Force. They could still be on something like Mystical Dispute. Stomping Ground is interesting because that's obviously green. What is this? Oh, Claws of Gix. I saw this in some of the Pro Tour lists, I think. This is another 0 drop, I think. Okay, Surveil Land. We've got 4 cards in hand. Okay, Pithing Needle, always fetch in response to the Pithing Needles. Go and get Lush Portico. Well, that's probably a mistake. I probably should have got more black. Yes, we'll have that one. Definitely. We can just play that next turn. Does Gargadon have trample? No, 9/7. I imagine they'll name Viscerus here. I have seen people name Samwise Gamgee, which doesn't do nothing, but it only shuts off his ability of sacrificing 3 food. Okay, they named Grist, which I think we sideboarded out. If we draw something that makes us want to use our mana... Oh no, we knew we were drawing that. Well, we can't Sephiroth anyway. Let's go ahead. I mean, we might as well, because then we get to Surveil as well. The question is, do we want to Surveil? I can't rebuke. Do you want to Surveil, or do we want to hold this up for... I think I want to hold this for... for a Dryad Arbor. So I think I'm just going to go hard cast this. Okay, so same again, we'll just name Artifact. Opponent's hand is not the best. I guess they could they've gone Cannoneer this turn? Land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with Opal. Yeah. There's the breeding pool. Could consider Force of Vigor. Grafdigger's Cage, also fine. I mean, I could just Force now. Opal. I mean, there's no real reason to now, but they do have enough for Cannoneer, so we're going to need to next turn. We draw Samwise. So I need to find the cat. Don't really want to Sephiroth either of these now. So let's go. We could just hard cast Force. We don't care about Needle. How afraid of like a sweeper are we? I think I'm just going to play out Samwise. Play my land. Attack with everything. And then in the opponent's upkeep we'll just kill the cage. Kill the Opal. I mean, they'll sack them to the Gargadon. Can you sack an artifact? Yeah, so opponent could have sacked one there, just missed it. They could have taken a couple of counters off. Shadow Spear's fine. They have Cannoneer in hand, which if they find a land next turn they can cast. I'm just going to Surveil here, because if we find the cat... Well, there we go. Put that on top. Doesn't really matter where we put it, but... And then we just combo them out. Always yield. Always yield. Sack the cat. And yeah, okay, so that was an example of this card being pretty nuts. I really like the synergy with the mana dorks. And like tapping Goose for mana, playing this, returning Goose, and then playing Goose again. It's really cool. So I like that. But yeah, we'll keep on going. We're 1-1. Move on to round 3. I do like this because, yeah, like I say, I really like a a backup plan, which some of the lists we've played in the past have been more all in on the combo. Just going to go carrion feeder here, which lets us attack and then play this on turn 2. Ooh, ritual. Okay, I don't want to run that into a spell snare. Attack for 1. Because it's Kahira, so we know it's elementals. No, sorry, control. So we'll enweb this. Enweb seems really strong, especially with ritual. Yeah, definitely sold on this card. Also, putting a 3/3 into play on turn 2 isn't bad. So he did have the snare. I have a land as well, so there's not much point in saying instant. I'm just going to say Planeswalker. Probably the list from the Pro Tour. Does this tax grist is the question. Because it's a creature in the... I think it's a creature in addition to its other types, actually. So it probably is still a Planeswalker. Okay, they've been an Orim's Chant. So we know they played the Hall. So they have... Okay, so... What are we playing here? I don't want to get our Birthing Ritual done, so I think we just attack. Given we've got 2 of these now, I'm just going to play the Sephiroth. Could have gone sorcery. Our deck is a little bit weak to like Supreme Verdict and Wrath of the Skies. Maybe that explains its inclusion, like to such an extent. We have a lot of black in hand. I think it's just Overgrown Tomb. Sephiroth. The opponent didn't have a counter spell, so we'll sacrifice the Carrion Feeder. We draw Endurance, which isn't too bad. How many do you have to flip? 4. I guess Endurance can flip it for, well, can be a free. Play the Plains. I wonder if they'll play Stock Up. Looks like it here. Which does mean we get to resolve our Birthing Ritual potentially. It discards to Fairy. Ooh, what do we think of this? Cast a creature spell, make a human. Don't want to be too bad into Verdict here. I think I'm just going to attack, play out one of these, and then, yeah, I'm not going to... When it goes to 7. Okay, so go Birthing Ritual. Oh, I guess it's Viscera Seer actually, because if we don't find anything and we want to sacrifice in response to a sweeper, so we can find Goose or Samwise. Well, definitely sacking the Seer. Let's go Samwise Gamgee. Okay. But we've drained quite a lot. Like several others drained them. They haven't even. They've fetched what, once? We can drain them for another 1 with endurance. What does this flip into? Get an emblem whenever it attacks. You can sacrifice any number of creatures. Interestingly as well, so transform can be a weird one. Transform, if I was to somehow transform this next turn, it would be able to attack. Cards such as like Fable of the Mirror Breaker, they specifically say exile them and then bring them back, but transforming is just a, I don't even know what you'd call it, but it's the same permanent, so it still has, it hasn't actually left the battlefield, so it's, you know, it hasn't entered this turn, so it's not affected by summoning sickness. Hopefully put the opponent in a bit of a difficult spot here. But yeah, I'm very impressed with this card. And yeah, like with Ritual, this is able to find anything in our deck for a 1 mana creature, and it attacks for 3. You know, it's chunked in for 6 damage. Right, what are we doing, opponent? Okay, opponent has Solitude. They pitch Orim's Chant. Okay, so I think they were considering whether they wanted to Orim's Chant us next turn. Okay, they get rid of this one, but a creature does die, so they go to 5. Now they to Fairy. Okay. Bounce Sephiroth. Yeah. Okay, so they're at 5. Okay, so we can now just full on combo them. Okay, so we want to attack to Fairy first, because now we can flash in Endurance to make another food. Like, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't think that mattered too much, but good to get rid of Teferi just so I can flash in Endurance if I need to. Like, if they, I think the opponent would have to mess up, but it's always worth doing. If they Solituded at the wrong time, thinking we couldn't go off, and then I can just Endurance in response and make another food and go off. Okay, so this is Control. So I want the Thought Seizes and the Veil of Summers. I think I want the Abrupt Decay. Like, they run so many 3-mana Planeswalkers, and they run the Scepter Chant. Could consider Force of Vigor, honestly, but it's probably too narrow. Halfling good. Still like the combo. Bowmasters is good. Safekeeper's okay. A one of Haywire Might I don't hate. Endurance has Flash, which makes it quite attractive. Do need to cut something. We could shave on the combo. Safekeeper's fine. I think Haywire Might's too narrow. Endurance. This is probably too expensive. I sometimes cut Yawgmoth in these situations. It's like a... Oh, let's cut an Apprentice. Maybe one Goose. Try that. I'm not like massively sold on that. I think it's in the right ballpark. On the draw can be a lot harder. But yeah, this tech, if people haven't seen it, pilot made the finals with control. Yeah, this hand's okay. I think what we're doing, I kind of want to go Thoughtseize into Bowmasters. Like it's not an amazing hand, but do I Thoughtseize on one? Well, that's Samwise. I'm going to Thoughtseize. They have Narset, consult the star charts. I think I'm going to take consult. Yeah, take consult because they can cast that next turn, and then next turn if they play Narset, we play Bowmasters, kill the Narset. Chord's a very nice draw, especially with Bowmasters in. Okay, Hallowed Fountain. The Steam Vents I think is just there for what's it called? Surgical Extraction, okay. For Prismatic Ending. I don't think they actually run anything like Flage. I think it's just so they can Prismatic Ending. I'm going to grab a Temple Garden. Play Bowmasters. Shoot Narset. So they've got two cards we don't know. Yeah, we're just going to kill Narset here. So they can't, if they've drawn Days Undoing, don't want that to be a thing. I think I'm going to play Samwise. Question is, do I play the Goose? I don't think so. I don't really want to get Supreme Verdicted. No, we do have another Samwise. I suppose we do have another Goose. Stock up. Okay. I guess Gilded Goose would have been more mana. So we can chord here. Okay, so we know 3 of the cards. We can chord for 1. So I'm just going to... sorry, for 1 piece of our combo. So I'm just going to Surveil. If we can put a cat into the bin, that would be very nice. Well, Yawgmoth represents... We can't actually cast it next turn, so I think I have to graveyard that one. Well, there's the combo. So we want to make sure, because we know they have Surgical. The geese are free, so we just go Goose. Yeah, we just want as much food as we can get. Goose. Cat. Opponent could have Subtlety, of course. And Chord. green, 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 1. Could have force of negation as well. They probably trimmed those post sideboard. Okay, they have solitude. Could have waited, I guess. Oh, we do have another Samwise though. What did they pitch to Fairy? Okay, so I want to sacrifice to get back Yawgmoth. 1, 2, 3. Rarely use this ability of Samwise, to be honest. They could surgically extract the Yawgmoth, but we're kind of fine with that. Yeah. Okay, so we know they have Island, Steam Vents, 1 unknown. If it's a Wrath, it's worth using up the surgical. So we still go and get Seer. Attack, pass the turn. We're kind of dead to a sweeper if they have what's it called? Well, there's nothing there that makes me... Okay, the Akahira, so they probably have... No, because if they had Solitude, they wouldn't bother adding Kahira. Well, we're going to go for it. Oh, they have Spell Snare. Okay. I'm going to play the Dryad Arbor. Get in for as much damage as possible. Don't think I could have played around Snare there. I wonder if the opponent has another Surveil land. They do. Prismatic Ending, not much good to them at this point. Maybe I could have read that Spell Snare. Steam Vents. Kahira is fine. At what point do I start scrying? I think now. Yeah, put that on top. Okay, that just wins us the game because now we draw the cord, pass the turn, we know the opponent has Island in hand. Yeah, the opponent can see us tapping creatures and knows that it is a Chord of Calling. So yeah, good win there over control. We drew fairly well. And yeah, we just put enough pressure on them to then eventually combo. So yeah, happy with that. Move on to round 4. Right, on the play again, which is always nice. Going to mulligan this hand. This is, sure, I'm going to bottom the Dryad Arbor. Like, drawing 2 green land isn't great, but like with Ritual and Chord and stuff, if we find a fetch land, it's really good. Or any sort of land, I suppose. Amulet. Okay. Well, we do find a land. Right, so the question is, do we go Boseiju? I think I'm just going to play Samwise here. then means Boseiju costs 1 mana. They have another amulet. So they make, well, okay, looking like I potentially should have held up Boseiju here. 4 mana, Grazer, Titan. Okay, getting got on turn 2 by Titan here. I'll concede to a Titan because we are deterministically dead these days to double amulet. Could have held up Boseiju, which would have been good. Yep. Not going to wait around. Okay. Thoughtseize. Path to Exile. Force of Vigor. Collector Oof doesn't do too much. Abrupt Decay is fine. We don't want Bowmasters. That's too slow. Yawgmoth's too slow. Haywamite's fine. Safekeeper we don't need. Gris isn't great. Endurance is okay. Sephiroth's too slow. Push, veil, veil. Endurance is interesting because of the analyst lines. This naming creature. I think that's fine. Yeah, don't think we want another endurance. I think we're better, especially on the play, to just try and combo them with a little bit of disruption. Okay, so very almost, but we need more lands. So this is turn 1 familiar, turn 2 ritual, turn 3 feeder potentially. So I think that, yeah, this is fine. I'm going to keep bottom the tap land because you don't have time for it. So I'll go Overgrown Tomb, Familiar, Birthing Ritual. And then we do have Chord as well. So this is, you know, we've got the turn 3 potential here. Obviously we don't know what the opponent has in store. Amulet. Yep. Okay. Draw Halfling. Is Halfling better here? Because we could go Halfling, Carrion Feeder, and then we'll have the, well, we have enough, oh, but we can't make a food. What if we go just Halfling? Halfling, we'd need to find a land. If we find land, we can probably do it anyway, because we can just go Samwise. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play out the ritual. We find the Samwise. So we do now have the ability to turn 3 our opponent. I think. Yeah, because we've got the Carrion Feeder. They could have Dismember. Making black isn't great for us. Okay. See if we can draw. Wouldn't mind another land. Boseiju's... Right, are we going to make this mistake again? So if they go tap bounce land next turn, they still can't make it. So I think I'm just going to play the Boseiju. Although if we find 1, 2, 3, actually I'm not going to play. I'm going to play it because if we find Haywire Might. Oh, we're short of food. Sack this. Grab Samwise. Opponent knows they have to kill us pretty quick. You know, they have to go off here. There's Saga. Okay, that's actually a really good draw. Because now we can just go fetch a Dryad Arbor, return the familiar, and then if we need to go off again, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I mean, we'd have gone for it anyway, probably in the opponent's upkeep. Yeah, because we could afford to. Well, there's no point in waiting. Actually, we would have caught it in our turn, I think. Right. Don't think I want to change anything. Yeah, just submit. I guess endurance, actually, I probably should be bringing in endurance, maybe instead of one of those feeders. I think this is okay. Like, it has Boseiju, which is good, and it has a cord. I'm going to lead off with Goose. Unless we draw Haywire Might. Play the Goose. Pass the turn. So with Boseiju, it's a weird one because sometimes we want to hit Amulet, but quite often you want to hit the bounce land. Explore. Boseiju, explore. Okay, so in this instance, what are they returning? Okay, they return Boseiju. So in this case, what we're going to do, another land. So we can just go land, yes, play the Seer, pass the turn. So we can't Boseiju the Amulet. There's no point, because then if they find a land, they can just cast Titan anyway. So I'll Boseiju the Soul Guide Lantern is fine. Okay, so they dismember our Viscera Seer, sack it to scry, do not want another land. Okay, opponent missed a land drop, but they do have Boseiju in hand. Okay, Okay, find another goose. So we can cord for 1. Actually, goose is free for that purpose. So we're just going to grab a forest, play goose. So you can still cord for 1, or we can beside you. Do we want to cord for 1? Like, probably not. Okay, they find a land. Now if they go to copy amulet, I'm going to make a food here. They may go to copy in response, but they kind of need lands. We know they have Besaidu in hand. Can we could cord for that, the thing that taxes a type. We could try and look at their hand and tax tax Titan. Cord for 3, but then we can't Besaidu. She is legendary, so Besaidu only costs 1. I could also cord for could also cord for Haywire Might to get rid of the amulet. But I don't think that's that great because they can play Titan next turn anyway. Feeder. Again, that's free. With all these creatures out. We'll see if they... Are they making a copy of that? Yes. Okay, that's okay. I guess it's very bad into Lotus Field. They're looking for a bounce land. If they find a bounce land, then we're just holding up Besaidu. Okay, so that's not a bounce land. Don't want to Besaidu that one. They go to 15. Hedge Maze. Have they explored this turn? So untapping this will make 2 mana, but that's fine. 2 mana is okay. They do put 1 on top. Whether that means we're meant to Besaidu or not. Gonna Surveil. I mean, we have the potential to kill them here if we can find one piece of the puzzle. Obviously Samwise, or like Surveilling Cat into the bin would be nice. Do we just go for that? Haywire might get rid of Amulet, but they can cast a Titan anyway. I think I'm just going to graveyard that one. We're just looking to try and kill them here. Not being able to cord for that is annoying, just as I say it. So we play this. Oh, they do have Soul Guide Lantern. We have so much food. With white. Okay, so I'm going to pass the turn. And then in the opponent's upkeep, we'll chord for Samwise, unless they do anything here. Okay, so let's go chord 1, 2. We need green, 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 green. So you still get to hold up Boseiju as well. We could have Boseiju the Soul Guide Lantern. Sacrifice, oh, nearly sacrificed Samwise there. Sacrifice the Cauldron Familiar. And yeah, this is why it's so important to have extra food. Then, yeah, we can just let that resolve. And then, yep, let's keep going. Always yield, always yield. And another 12 times, and the opponent is done for. Well, pretty good. Opponent never really got going. I feel like they have like Titan in hand, but they struggled on lands a little bit. And we were just able to capitalize. So we're 3-1. The deck's feeling really good, honestly. It kind of helps with these kind of decks as well that they're not overly popular. So you do have a little bit of an edge because your opponent will have rarely played against you. And the kind of one-shot graveyard hate, as we saw there, isn't that effective against Samwise. It's more the, we can play around Surgical, but it's bad early in the game. We're on the play again, which is good. But yeah, we can play very well around... what was I going to say? We can play very well around like one-shotters like now Spellbomb, or you saw a Soul Guide Lantern there. I'm going to keep this hand. I'm just going to run out the Haywire Might first. If it's good, it's really good. What do we run out the Feeder? No, I'm going to run out the Haywire Might. This is almost just a Yawgmoth hand. Birthing Ritual is pretty insane. We want Overgrown Tomb. We'll run out the Haywire Might. If it's good into, opponent that wants to play a Saga early or what have you, then that's great. If it's not, we can just Ritual it away next turn. Tamiyo. Okay. So against Tamiyo, this could be something like, I don't know. This is probably something like Wizards, but turn 1 Tamiyo can be Affinity, which Haywire Might is good into. So would I rather? I think I'd rather Ritual while we can get it down. Probably should have attacked there. Would have been free. In case they're worried about something. But we've got the potential to turn 3 combo them here. Well, there's Samwise, so gain some life, put Samwise into play. Then next turn we can go land, Carrion Feeder, and then chord for the win. Seachrome Coast. Dryad Arbor's so good in this deck as well. Okay, so is Affinity. Okay, so Rebuke, but they don't have the mana unless they go Opal. Okay, so we're just going to go for the win right away. Land, Carrion Feeder. As long as this resolves, we've pretty much got it. Goose is free, so we can go. If we go Goose, they could have Force of Negation. I'm just going to get Dryad Arbor here because that still allows us to cord and we get another food out of it, and we can sacrifice it to cord for 1, see if they have Force of Negation. They don't, so Carrion Feeder, we just need the Familiar. Always yield. Always yield. And then Carrion Feeder is much better on Modo because you don't have to continually scry. Okay, thanks opponent. So Affinity, Force of Vigor. Expect Affinity to be fairly attractive as well. Sorry, fairly common because again that did quite well at the Pro Tour. This looks like blue-white. I think I want Decay. Definitely want the Force of Vigors. They are an Emery deck. Collector Roof is obviously a slam dunk. What don't we like? Halfling's fine. I haven't really found a spot for this. I don't know. I think I'd cut this. Safekeeper. Safekeeper can go in against this. I think it's better into the red Affinity deck because they have Gal's Blast and stuff. Halfling's fine. Sephiroth and Endurance. I think Endurance. Oh, Grist isn't good either. Endurance is fine into Emery. Do we want this package? Like, good into Tameo. Maybe trim Sephiroth. And bring in one push. Try that. Maybe spot removals isn't great. I think we're after more of the heavy hitters like Collector Roof, Force of Vigor. I know Force of Vigor is spot removal, but at least it kills 2 things. This is the more traditional, like blue-white kind of Affinity list by the look of it. Well, not even necessarily Affinity, just like Tameo, Emery, good stuff. Got a Force of Vigor, but no green card. I think we can just about keep this. Just go like turn 1. Feeder? Ooh, Birthing Ritual. Okay. Well, that definitely makes me want to play the Familiar instead. Next turn I am going to play around Metallic Rebuke. Well, as a Saga does die to Force of Vigor. We like. Oh, okay, so they have a clue token now. Ooh, Emery. Okay. I don't think I want to get rid of my Birthing Ritual. Especially not now. Go and get. Is it black? It's definitely white. Is it Temple Garden? No, I think it's Godless Shrine. Maybe I was meant to just force. What we got here? Goose or halfling. We're definitely sacking this. The goose gets it back. The halfling ramps us. I think I want goose. I mean, this ramps us as well. Maybe I was meant to just force. Opal. I'm not overly afraid of Cannoneer. Ooh, okay. That's okay. They got 2 in hand. I'm not going to bring back the familiar yet. They miss a land drop. Because if we draw a land, we might want to use the goose's mana. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So can't quite cast Cannoneer here. There's Cord. Well, do we have enough green? No, we don't actually. So let's go Portico, Birthing Ritual into the graveyard, go Seer. Okay, they rebuke that, but then we have another one. So now we need to hit Samwise. I forgot that. Yeah, I forgot we didn't have. Yeah, that means I have to force, I think. I forgot I didn't have. Oh, I should have put the birthing ritual on top. I just forgot that they destroyed it. Okay, so I'm going to force here Saga and Opal. So we could save. Maybe I meant to say. Maybe I meant to save the Cord there. They're going to flip their Tameo. Oh no, they just make a token. But they don't get such. What I was thinking was the Saga will go and get Tormod's Crypt. But I mean, we could have just won the game next turn because we could have brought back the cat anyway, especially with another cat in hand. And now, I mean, we lose the long game. Yeah, that was dumb. Now we need to find Samwise or another Cord. I guess they could also have got Pithing Needle, but then we have Force of Vigor for that. Pithing Needle has to name. Well, Pithing Needle. Pithing Needle can name. I think you can name Cauldron Familiar, or you can like the good thing about having Feeder and Viscera Seer is that if they needle one, we can play the other. But yeah, I should have kept the Cord there. That was a misplay, I think. Draw, flip the Tamiyo. Don't want to bring back the familiar as a push. So I think we have, do I push this? Like go this, kill the Emery. Yeah, I think I have to kill Emery here. And then pass. Because otherwise they're just gonna, cast a Cannoneer and put pressure on, or they can just keep casting Bauble over and over again. And yeah, God, I wish I'd. They're probably going to buy back Rebuke now, but we do have the ability to make every turn we go make a food, sack this to put a counter here, bring it back. So we've got sort of a mini engine. I would imagine they'll probably minus to get back Rebuke. Got 5 cards in hand. Okay, they have another Emery. They could buy back Sink into Stupor, which is a land, essentially. Okay. Yeah, I mean, no blocks. They haven't actually activated Tamiyo yet. Okay, yeah, it does buy back Rebuke. Right, make a food. And then I will bring back the cat. Dispatch. Okay, so we'll sack it. In response, make a food. And then I'm going to bring back the cat. Because now we get to attack into Tamiyo. Catacombs, eh? So I'll go cast a cat. Play the land. Go to combat. Attack Tamiyo, attack Tamiyo. If they block here, do we care? No, I think that's fine. Okay, Tamiyo down. So now they have Rebuke in hand. I'm going to surveil and make a food here. And put a counter on the feeder. Feeder can't block. Five cards in hand with the opponent, but they are a little bit short on mana. We've dealt with Tamiyo. We don't care too much about the constructs. We can block with familiar if we want. We can just go block, sack it to feeder. Which actually I'm going to do here. But we want, you know, we want it to die. And it's this weird position we're in now. We're playing against like cat. I mean, it's often cat oven. I'm thinking mostly from Pioneer. But like, there's almost no point in the opponent attacking. Because I just go make a food, sack the familiar to the carrion feeder, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and then bring it back. So, and then I can attack back. See what the opponent's thinking about. Okay, sack it, get a counter. I think I'm going to bring it back. What are we looking to draw? I think I cut things like Yawgmoth. Did I cut the Yorg? Oh, I did keep Yorg in. Okay, so Yorg would be a very good draw. Opponent making a lot of stuff. See if they've got a Tormod's Crypt. Lava Spur. Hopefully they haven't got Cannoneer. But we know that they still have Rebuke. Let's grab Mortuary. So maybe Yawgmoth isn't great. Apprentice. I'm going to top that. And then not bring back the cat. Because then we can go Apprentice. If they rebuke, we can pay for it with the food from the food and the goose. This just means that every time we drain them with Cauldron Familiar, it does 2 damage. Ah, they have that. Okay. Okay, so I don't think I want to do anything in response. No. We'll get a servo. Bring back the cat. So this now drains for 2. And yeah, we can just pass the turn. Oh, the opponent can cast a Cannoneer from the graveyard, which is awkward. We're at 12. This doesn't drain them, does it? It just loses. Yeah. So they go cast that. They need to make it fairly large. Like, I think, yeah, we're definitely well behind here. And we do know they still have Rebuke. But we can go Samwise potentially at some point if we draw it. Although we now actually don't have the sack outlet. So I don't think we're going to be able to combo them here. We're going to need to kind of nickel and dime them. So we need to keep this alive. Okay. Emissary. Cannoneer. Cannoneer, they're going to want to equip the Lava Spur boots. Okay. The fact that this puts a counter on itself is crazy. Kinda hoping they don't have another free artifact. We know they've got Rebuke as one card. Okay, they equip. And it still can't be blocked. They are attacking with this, but that means we can attack back. Okay, so we block with this. But like we're draining them for quite a bit. They... Okay, so let's make a food. And I'm going to bring back the familiar because that drains them for 2. They go to 9. They go to 8. So if we draw Samwise, we pretty much win. Haywire Might is also actually very good. So we can go Haywire Might, exile this, which drains them. I don't think there's much point in blocking. So they go block here, take 3. Obviously you want them to block a cat. They don't block. Haywire Might. That doesn't actually drain for as much as I'd hoped. Maybe that, yeah, maybe that's good. Okay. Maybe I was meant to just make a food. The trouble is we can't really sit back and block. Okay. So that's 7 damage. We can't block. We're at 8 life. The opponent. They play they're playing Haywire Might. I guess I can draw. Probably should have drawn before. Dryad Arbor. This will drain them for 1. Yeah, okay. Close at the end. Really close. There was no point in not attacking either. If we had drawn, maybe, don't know. Okay. What do you think about path? Do we want endurance? How good is Bowmasters? I think we'll just resubmit. Maybe we want Scoos to deal with. Well, that game got a lot grindier than I thought it would. But I don't know. Is there anything? Maybe we don't want the halflings. Actually, I'm going to try and trim some halflings for a scoos and maybe an endurance. Could consider Thoughtseize, I suppose. I just don't want to top deck halflings when we get into states like that. Right, game 3, be on the play. Well, I mean, yeah. I'm going to just try and choose them out here with familiar into this. And we have the decay as well, which I like. Yes, it is a lot of lands, but it has real potential. Obviously, they've got the ability to just go off turn 1, but hopefully it's just okay. Needle's fine. We can decay that. Okay, yeah, the name Cauldron familiar. Bowmaster's a good draw. Okay, this, return this. Probably going to be naming artifact. Ugh, whip flare. Ho ho. They don't have any mana though. I'm just going to name artifact. Then play the cat. Actually, this is the 3/3, so can't actually be got by whip flare. Okay, they play amber. Okay, so now we just get to hold. Whip flare an instant? No, sorcery. Surveil. Graveyard. Opponent's at 10 as well. Like, this card is really. I mean, maybe I've seen it in games where it's just been really good. Okay, Saga's fine. It doesn't cast. Can they cast Thoughtcast here? They can't. They can't cast any of their spells. Let's go to Bowmasters. Got Rebuke. Okay. Feeder. So feeder's bad into if they find a land for, I suppose. Oh, I should have played this because then we could have made it a 3/3. I'm just going to draw, I think. Chord. Okay. So yeah, now we just hold up and we can potentially win the game next turn. There's no point in playing out the feeder. Just gonna hold up Abrupt Decay. Because if they find a land for Whip Flare, I don't want feeder dying. I'm just going to decay the needle. Question is, do we go for the chord here? Well, now I'm just gonna attack for 4, and then just hard cast Force of Vigor in the opponent's upkeep. Do we need double black? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Okay, so that was, yeah, like the opponent kept a sketchy hand, and the mana base in that deck didn't look that great. You know, they were Jeskai with the red and the everything else, but maybe they got a little unlucky. They kept one land over the bauble on the draw, but overall impression really good. This is another contender for my trip to Liverpool for the Spotlight series in a few weeks. It's either going to be this or Brood Scale. I've had decent results with both, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. This card really overperformed. You know, you get to see your opponent's hand, so you can track what they're doing. It's a 1 mana 3/3, and we saw a lot there where we were just able to return a Cauldron Familiar or a Halfling or Goose, and then just instantly play it again for another trigger, and it just chunks in for 3, forces the opponent to do something about it. We know what they've got going on, so yeah, really impressed with that. Sephiroth was good on occasion. Don't think we really cast this. I don't really get this. You know, you can cast it for 3 and it's a 3/5. I guess that's really good against energy. We didn't play against energy, so yeah, just going that when later on in the game, you know, you tap a Goose or whatever for mana, play this, play the Goose again, make a human, do the thing. Yeah, so yeah, maybe we'll have to try it out some more, but yeah, really impressed. Please do let me know what you thought. If you've got any suggestions. What did we lose to? We had a close loss to Blink. It wasn't. We were pretty close though. But yeah, see you again soon.